Good morning, YouTubers. I know today I did a lot of bird stuff yesterday, but you know, I just wanted to show you this little pumpkin. This is my little lovebird pumpkin, and he's not tame. And I rescued him with his sister and his dad. He was about 3 at the time, so he's an old bird for a lovebird. But anyway, this is Punky. And he isn't tame, but he loves Klinger, my cockatiel. Since he's not tame, he doesn't come out a lot. He's got the big cage, so he can get lots of exercise and whatever if he wants. But I leave that door open with the other birds every day, and he won't come out. He just doesn't want to come out. He has once or twice over probably the last 5 years, and that's it. And I could towel him and bring him out, obviously, but I don't know. That's pretty sad. I don't like to do that. He's got the option though, and when Klinger is up there, so you see how closely I have their cages because he likes Klinger. And when Klinger's up there, he looks at him, but he won't come out. I've held Klinger in front of the door and tried to entice Pumpkin out. He just won't come. So this is Phoebe. I didn't talk about Phoebe much yesterday. Phoebe, stop. Phoebe is bronze-winged Pyonis, obviously, and she is right next to Chloe. But Phoebe and Chloe are deadly enemies. And Phoebe doesn't really like many people, but she is a mama's girl, and I'm just going to tell you a real short story. Phoebe, stop. Come here. She won't step up, but as soon as I pick her up, scoop her up in both of my hands, she wants to be with me, always. And she is a real mama's girl. She just always wants to be with me. And almost 5.5 years ago, when I had my stroke, Phoebe started plucking. She was always on me until then, and she got herself real good and bald. And she was like that for close to 3 years. She was just incredibly stressed by the changes in me. And of course, if you didn't know me before, you wouldn't know the changes in me. But she is, birds are so empathic. Then a couple years ago, my sister needed some emergency surgery, and I went down to stay with her for a couple weeks. A little longer than that, I think. And while I was gone, suddenly, Phoebe was in a molt when I left. And when I came home, she had let her feathers grow in, and she has let them grow in ever since. For the most part, as you can see, she's still a little scraggly, but in all those years she hasn't flown, and as you've seen, my birds are off light. She hasn't flown in probably 5 years, although I've tried to give her the opportunity. Yesterday, for the first time, she flew. Usually when she flies to the floor, I just pick her up. Yesterday I left her down there, and she can't fly to the floor. She can't even glide to the floor. She drops like a rock. So usually I'm very careful not to let her fall, but yesterday she flew to the floor about 4 feet away from my chair, and that's the first time she's done any sort of flight. And so I left her down there, and she started flying along the floor. She couldn't get any lift because her wing feathers have been so badly damaged. But she flew along the floor 3 or 4 or even 5 feet at a time. She would start flying along the floor. Then I set her over on this chair, which is right there, and you can see it's just maybe 5 feet from our table where the bird cages are. And I had her on the back of the chair while I was cleaning her cage, and she flew from there all the way over to the table and maintained her lift, and that is the first real flight she's taken since my strokes. That's been 5.5 years. So I was pretty excited. I was really stoked, but I had done a lot of bird video yesterday, so I didn't want to do more. I didn't want to bore you with birds, but it's going to happen today too, because I just wanted to tell you about Pumpkin and about Phoebe, who after I turn off the camera I'll pick her up and take her with me. But Klinger's going back and finding a nestie. Klinger! My house is cleaned up now. compared to yesterday, it's looking, we got it all cleaned up. But this is where I sit in my chair, that pink pillow on my lap with my laptop on it. That's where I sit when I'm at my computer. That's why I show out the window there. I love it because I can see that huge window. Of course, I can see other I can see out that window too. So where I'm sitting, I can see right under the bird cages. And today, for some reason, Daddy's girl flew over to my shoulder. I don't know why. Done my hair. Took a shower last night. Yesterday I didn't get my shower till like 5:30. Didn't do anything with my hair. Oh my goodness. Phoebe.
Be a good girl, Phoebe.
Phoebe, you be nice. Phoebe! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Girlfriend, come here.
Yeah. Oh, Phoebe, and then you act like the victim. Was she mean to you? So I didn't even get my shower till about 5:30 yesterday. Got dressed. And I didn't do anything with my hair. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so why waste hairspray? This morning I just combed it, which that doesn't matter to me that much. Like I say, I'm not going anywhere. It's pretty cold. I know that when I went to sleep this morning it was about 2 and the wind chill was 30 below. I don't know what it is right now. So yeah, I just reorganized all my spices. They were up in the cupboard, and every time I wanted something I had to dig through, pull everything out of the cupboard to get to it. Now at least I'll be able to see what I've got when I need it. And I did have my baking supplies on this side, but as you can see, they were getting plenty stacked up and tight. So now that my spices are out of, my spices were in both of those shelves plus some on top. Now my spices are out. I shoved my baking supplies up there, my shelf of all my different teas that I like. I've got a pot on now. I put in a bag of a raspberry, a strawberry, a blackberry pomegranate, and a regular tea bag. So that should be pretty good. It's steeping right now. Anyway, now I have to organize my baking stuff. I've got next to the microwave, on top of the microwave, I have my gadgets, my mandolin and my chopper here, that dicer, that I use a lot. And then got all my, on this side where there's no vent on the microwave, I've got all my sugar-free syrups. 4 of them, and the other one, the lemon, over here. The only thing I use this for so far is putting in my iced tea in the summer. I have some powdered milk for emergencies, and I also use a little bit of it when I bake bread. I thought as long as I had my spices out, I might as well make up some of my pork rub. My daughter gave me this jar for Christmas. It doesn't have a lid. I mean, it's got holes, so I just traced the lid on this foil, and I'm cutting out a circle to fit inside of there, so now it'll have a cover. I have put the recipe on my other channel, how to make my pork rub. Recipe such as it is, since I don't measure, but I put in brown sugar substitute, dark chili powder, onion powder, then garlic powder, cinnamon and ginger and garlic powder are all about the same amount, salt, sea salt, and a little bit of cloves. Very little bit of cloves because it's strong, but you know, without it something seems to be missing. It'll be nice to have it made up and ready and available now when I when I make pork. Anyway, all my baking stuff is now here, but it was interesting how many open packages of different things I had that I combined, and I ran out of containers, and so that's why the oat fiber is still up there. I still didn't have room for all of my whey protein. I've got up there my unflavored, the chocolate, the hemp, and behind that is the vanilla. So, anyway, it should be in good shape now for cooking and baking. Everything is organized and everything. I should be able to find it with no problem. Like I should have labeled more of these, but anyway, at least I know what I've got and where it is, and oh my goodness, I had so much more stuff than I realized I had. There's the little sock jacket I made for Curly. Dad's putting it on him. He says the sock may be a little tight. Oh, it looks like the sock is folded in on itself in the back. Maybe that's why.
How's that?
Well, that would be warmer anyway. What do you think, Curly? I didn't even try the hat because I know Curly's not going to wear a hat. But for some of you on Facebook today, will you put him on the floor first? Oh, he tipped over. Let's see if he'll walk in it.
Here you go. Try it out.
There's your sweater, Curly. Curly. He tipped over.
Curly. Come here, boy. Get up. Get up. You walk.
Don't tip over. Just walk.
One after the other. Come on.
I wish I had better light in here. Oh my gosh. Curly. Curly. It's a sweater, Curly. You can walk in it.
I don't care what you saw on Facebook. That's killing me. Get it off.
Maybe I'll give him a piece of cheese or something and get him to... He loves his cheese. Did he jump up there?
Yep.
So guys, I'm finishing up early tonight. It's not even 8:30 yet, but I've been getting to bed way too late every night, and I need to cut it short a little bit. Tomorrow, my daughter and grandson are coming for a few days, so I don't want to be on a stupid sleep schedule. So I got a little bit of everything. I probably won't do birds again for a while because I did a lot of birds yesterday, a lot of birds today. But so I probably won't do those again for a while. I do have, we're just about to eat dinner. I got some beef. I don't know what kind of beef it was. I don't know much about this kind of beef, but it was on sale for $1.74 a pound. So it's in the chicken fryer with onions and tomatoes and seasonings. And then I've got a casserole in the oven, turnips, cheese, sour cream, a whole bunch of seasonings, parsley, I don't know what all, Parmesan on top. So that is what we are going to have for dinner. My turnips were a little bit strong as I was cutting them up. I wasn't sure if I was cutting up turnips or horseradish. So I got them all diced, and then I soaked them in salt for a while and got all the juice out and rinsed them, and now they're better. So anyway, we'll eat dinner. I'll take care of my birds. Probably watch some episode or two of Chuck with my husband if he wants to. Got another load of laundry, and then I'm done for the night, and I can get to bed at a decent hour. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me in my day today. Bye.